Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. Down at the workshop. About to do some work on my CRF 250X. Before that, we're getting some glorious rain. We haven't had rain for 10 days, I think. 10 days no rain. It's pretty bad. Yeah, but my bike. Yeah, you got a spanner? Yeah? What are you going to do with it? Ah. So what I'm going to be doing today on the bike is put a new chain and sprocket on, because my sprocket is wrecked, isn't it, Ezra? My sprocket is wrecked. So this here is the sprocket that came off my bike. I don't know if you can see it, but it's missing teeth. Last weekend Dylan came over for a ride on Sunday afternoon, and previous to that we'd had a twilight ride here on our place, and I went for a ride, and then we were going for a ride on Sunday, and I checked my bike over and discovered that it was missing a lot of teeth. It's worn quite thin. So what we ended up doing is swapping. I had a spare one, an old one, which is quite a bit better than this one. If you see it's quite a bit bigger. Yeah. So yeah, we put this spare one on quickly and went for a ride. And since then, I've got a new one. Got a new sprocket. Rather than getting just a fully aluminium one, this time I got one which has got steel on the outside, which will help it last longer, because that fast sprocket didn't last long at all. It just, I don't know when I put it on, but it didn't last long. Also got a new front sprocket. The front sprocket's actually alright. I could keep using it, but because I'm putting a fresh one on, I'll keep this one as a spare. So now I've got two which are good enough to use if I had to. Yeah, so that's what I'm up to. Got a new O-ring chain. Well, it's actually, I was talking to the parts guy, and he was saying this may be an X ring. I don't know what the W stands for, but they have, I don't know, meant to be better supposedly than even an O-ring, just for how long it lasts. I don't think it's, I don't think visually it's different. Yeah, so let's get to it. First thing is to get the new one mounted. Ezra, put the new one on.
Daddy's bike.
Yeah, Daddy's bike. What have you been doing to it? Fixing it. Oh, good. I hope you've got it running good. No. Is it not running good? So my bike has done 228 hours now. I think it's pretty good going. Motor hasn't been touched yet. Careful, stand up. What happened? You fall down. Just wait, Daddy. Daddy's doing this up again. Do you need to wipe your hands? Wipe it on Daddy's shorts. So here we have the new sprocket. New front sprocket goes on like so. Because I'm not a mechanic, but the thing I fear most is snapping off or over tightening this bolt. I don't know the correct torque for it, but that's perfect. I've also popped these the spacers out on the side and put some rubber grease in on the seals. Just make them last a bit longer. They are getting a bit tired, the seals, so I may need to replace them. Right, so I'm going to put a bit of grease on this just to make sure it doesn't get seized in there. So you can see it's pushed some of the rubber grease out of the other side. So now we'll put the, I don't know what you call that piece, but I've got like a spacer. Put that in. Actually, it's got a line on it for when you adjust the chain. We're just gonna put that on there loosely because we're gonna put the chain on now. Put the chain on. As I say, you can tell your chain is stuff. That one there, there's the one that's just come off. That's a new one. You shouldn't get a lot of sideway movement in the chain. When it starts to, when you can move it quite a bit sideways, it means it's actually pretty well stuffed. New chain.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a new chain. And we're going to put it on the bike now.
Bike.
So see, that's a full adjustment. So we actually need to take got to remove that one there. Just remove that one, and I can put the chain link on there. So how I'm going to do it is I'm just going to get the grinder and grind those two pins off there, and then it'll just, the side will come off and we can slide it out. There you go. Alright, so I just got it on. I ended up getting these small washers. These three fine washers here, and I put it over top of the, I don't know, let's call it an axle coming through the chain, and or a pin. Put it over top of that so that I could clamp it with the vice grips and push the that piece there, push it on. I got on, took a little bit. Right, so it's important when you're tightening these nuts and bolts here into the aluminium that you don't over tighten it, because it doesn't take much to strip the thread inside there. Play in it. Because what happens when you when the bike suspension is fully extended, the distance from the centre of the axle to the centre of your drive sprocket is shorter, and when you sit on it, it gets slightly longer. So if you have it too tight when the bike is got no weight on it, when you sit on it, the chain will tighten too much. And you don't want it too tight because you put a lot of pressure on your drive sprocket bearings as well as your wheel bearings. There's a channel that I watch on YouTube. It's called Broken Sprocket. He does videos about motorbikes. I'm sure he would appreciate this. when I first checked my bike over, I only saw a couple of broken teeth, so I thought, oh, should be sweet. And then I had another look, turned the tyre, and there was quite a few in one area. Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. $100. Three and a half psi in. That's the main pressure. Right, that's it for maintenance that I've needed to do on the bike. Just new chain and sprockets. Check the tyre pressure. 100 psi in the tubeless inner tube, and then 3.5 in the tyre itself. The bike has done 128.8.6 hours. Sorry, 228. So that's still on the stock motor, hasn't been touched yet. So we'll see how much further it can go. I want to do it before it gets to the point of blowing up. I was talking to a mechanic, he said you can sort of tell when it's going to happen. So I've got a pretty good ear, so I'll just keep listening. Needs a bit of a wash, but it is getting ridden tonight, so I'm not going to wash it now. From me for now. Hopefully we get a bit more rain and have a good ride tonight, and we'll catch you somewhere else on the farm.